Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to leadership video number 2. I have Miss Faria Mahnaz with me here today. She is the AI ML scientist lead at General Motors here in Michigan. She works for the data mapping and creation division as an AI ML scientist lead and has been in this role for the past couple of years. Welcome, Faria. Thank you for joining this interview.
Thank you, Amin. It's been a pleasure to be here, and I'm very glad to be a part of this interview.
Okay, all right. So I'll start with this first question, which I typically try to ask to all the leaders that I meet nowadays. My first question is, what makes a good leader, in your opinion?
So I've been in this AIML scientist lead position for past few years, and to my opinion, to be a good leader, you need to understand your team members and their behaviors. You need to make that connection to understand their strength and let them achieve their goals on their position.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I'll move on to my second question, which is a critical question in my opinion, and I'm trying to learn from you as I go through these questions. What is your leadership style?
Okay, so for my position, I'm a kind of a technical leader. So what critical is to not micromanage, right, to the team. Basically, you have to make sure they understand what's the deliverable is and make that or complete that on time, right? So I don't want to micromanage them, try to empower them and be successful.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Faria, I'll move on to my next question. Who is a great leader in your opinion, or who do you admire as a leader? Can be somebody in your company, can be outside of the company, somebody that you revere too.
Okay, so that's a very interesting question and definitely an important one. So in my career, I have been working in OEMs mostly. I worked in Ford Motor Company, and then I joined General Motors, and in all those positions, I have been working with some awesome leaders, and one director who I've been working with right now, and I would say he's kind of a visionary. So basically, I admire him because of the vision has and the connection he can build with the team and with all the management or organization level. I admire him for that.
Okay. Yeah, definitely a very important trade. As a leader, oftentimes we have to build connections inside our company to achieve the goals that we're all striving to. Okay, so I'll move on to my next question. What is your biggest achievement as a leader so far?
Yeah, so far, what I would say my biggest achievement is that I had to build a team from kind of a ground up for a very new process or product, and it's a very you know we have all the AML scientists, software devs, all these data scientists in my team, and I had to kind of create a team to achieve that process, which is very new and a very new technology, and it's a novel solution kind of. So I would say that's the biggest achievement so far in my career.
Excellent. That is great to hear. I'm actually hearing you. I feel as excited as you express your views as. So that's certainly very encouraging, and I know building a team from ground up is often always very challenging, and so far sounds like you have been able to successfully do it. So congratulations. I'm going to move on to my next question. What is your biggest strength as a leader?
Okay, yeah. So I've always kind of in at one point of my um, career, I figured out my calling to be a people leader. I all because I thought like as a people leader or as a leader, I can be able to kind of help the business more, and I can make a bigger impact. So what I would say is I like to understand the business value, or the value of the work I am doing at all of my um, positions. So I would say that would be the biggest strength.
Okay, thank you very much. Very interesting view as you expressed through these keywords as your strength, as you have described it. I will go to my next question. How did you get to your current leadership position, to where you are today?
Okay, yeah, as I mentioned at one point, um, I understood that I have to be a people leader, and I want to be that person, and to help the business. So what I did is I supported a lot of cross-functional teams. I tried to understand the requirements and supported the different business organization in GM, and showed my leadership skill, my and that's how I grew up in my career and become the leader I am right now.
Um, did you just following up because I just wanted to learn from you a little more. Did you take a lot of different cross-functional assignments inside the company?
Yes, I did. Yeah, that's inside the company, and with the I supported um, different engineering team, different engineering cross-functional team. Um, I worked with some suppliers. So yeah, definitely.
Okay. Thank you. Moving on to my next question. This is probably a little bit different than what we're covering today. It's more of an external factor question. What are the biggest challenges that are facing your industry these days? It's not really related to the leadership talk or leadership knowledge that I'm trying to seek, but it's more of a, how you handle the external factors, external challenges that are facing your industry that you work in right now.
Okay, so I work in automotive industry, right, and I'm supporting um, autonomous vehicle, and this field is definitely a very innovative or emerging technological field, right? And so the AI innovations are changing every day. There are new solutions every day, and we have to keep up with the new technologies. So it's not like are we have the requirements also defined every time. We have to define our own requirements. We have to define new process, find new solutions. So definitely these are the biggest challenge, and that's also excites me.
Okay, that sounds exciting as well. Just curious. Do you consider this lack of requirements or everything new that you are developing as your biggest challenge in your leadership journey as well?
Yes, definitely, because when the requirements are not defined properly, right, you cannot communicate that with your team members also, right, and get the deliverables on time, or make them take accountability and responsibility on their process, right? So yeah, definitely this is a challenge.
Okay, clear, and thank you. Moving on to the next question. Coming back to how you handle your employees, how you manage your employees, or how do you motivate employees. So I will be asking a series of questions about those topics. My question is, how do you encourage your employees?
Okay, so yeah, definitely. And I encourage my team member by recognizing them for their good work, taking the accountability of their work, and responsibility is very important. But same time recognizing them uh, for their work and achievements is what will get them motivated and achieve more success. And also another thing I would say is, since we work in an innovative technology field, we I also innovate them by going to some conference, or or understand what their research interest is or field is. So we also periodically help them build their skills, as this is a field where the technology is changing. So their skill building is also very important.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. My next question is, how do you provide feedbacks to your employees?
Yeah, definitely feedback is an important part. In our process, we have um, technical feedback from our tech leads, peer review sessions, and it's not only a one-time thing. For every project, we have a systematic process for peer feedback. And
Okay.
also, as I set up one-on-one personally as their people leader, to understand their um, their goals, or their resolve any issues they have.
Okay. We're almost at the end of the interview. I just have one more question. Any final tips for becoming a successful leader?
I would say, first of all, you need to understand why you want to be the leader yourself, like what impact or you can make as a leader, and what's your vision as the leader. So you have to be a visionary. You need to understand the business value of the company you are supporting.
Excellent. Thank you, Faria, for taking this interview with me today. I appreciate you, and I wish you all success. Thank you.
Thank you.